Have you ever met someone who seemed quiet, independent, and maybe even easy to overlook, only to realize later they're not someone to be messed with? That's the Sigma male for you. They don't crave the spotlight, they don't try to dominate every conversation, and they certainly don't show off like peacocks. But beneath that cool and calm exterior lies something solid, something you definitely don't want to push. Sigma males might not react the way you expect, and that's what makes them so powerful, and so dangerous. Welcome back to Alpha Man Cave, the channel where we talk all things men, strength, and becoming the best version of yourself. Before we dive into the reasons why you should never, ever cross a Sigma male, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the Alpha Man Cave family. Trust me, you won't want to miss any of the content we've got lined up. Now, let's break it down. Here are the 6 reasons why crossing a Sigma male is a bad idea. 1. Unpredictable tactics. When it comes to conflict, Sigma males are like wild cards. You know how some people are predictable? Alphas might get loud and aggressive. Betas might shrink away and avoid confrontation. But Sigmas? You never know what they'll do. They don't follow the typical rules that everyone else does. This is because they think differently. They're smart, adaptable, and they use strategies that others don't see coming. Imagine playing a game where you think you've got all the moves figured out, and suddenly the Sigma male changes the whole game on you. He doesn't react in the way you'd expect, and that's what throws people off. He could choose to solve the problem through quiet negotiation, a calm discussion, or even just walking away entirely. His goal is not to show off or prove he's the biggest guy in the room. He just wants the problem solved. And he's smart enough to do it in ways that you wouldn't see coming. That's why you don't want to test him. 2. Unwavering determination. Sigmas have an intense focus, and when they set their mind on something, it's as good as done. But here's the catch. They won't always show it right away. They don't need to yell or throw a tantrum to prove a point. When you cross a Sigma, they'll sit back, assess the situation, and calmly decide what to do next. You might think they've forgotten or let it go, but that's where you'd be wrong. Sigma males are the kind of people who will work quietly in the background, staying determined until they get the result they want. Whether it's solving a problem, clearing their name, or ensuring that justice is served, they won't give up. You may not even realize they're still working on it, but trust me, they are. Sigmas don't quit easily, and they'll keep going long after everyone else has given up. So if you cross them, be prepared for the long game, because they don't forget, and they don't back down. 3. Patience is their secret weapon. You know the saying, patience is a virtue? For Sigmas, it's more like a superpower. Where others might rush into action, eager to resolve things quickly, Sigma males are willing to wait. They know that sometimes the best action is no action at all. They don't need to prove anything by reacting immediately. Instead, they let things unfold, watching and waiting for the right moment. This patience gives them an advantage because while everyone else is panicking or acting impulsively, the Sigma male is sitting back and quietly observing. He learns from what's going on, carefully planning his next move. And when he finally does act, it's precise and powerful, like a spring that's been coiling up, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike. So if you cross a Sigma, don't get too comfortable just because he's quiet. His patience is the calm before the storm. 4. Strategic thinking. Sigma males are like master strategists. While others are reacting emotionally, getting loud, or backing off, the Sigma is already 3 steps ahead, planning his next move. He doesn't need to raise his voice or flex his muscles to show he's in control. In fact, that quiet demeanor makes him even more dangerous because you never know what he's planning. When a Sigma male is crossed, his mind goes into overdrive. He looks at the situation from all angles, coming up with creative solutions that others would never think of. He's flexible, and he'll change his tactics halfway if that means getting a better outcome. You might think you've won, but he's simply positioning himself for a bigger victory down the road. His goal isn't just to win an argument, it's to find the most efficient solution, and he'll do it without making a big show of it. Don't mistake his quiet nature for weakness. Behind that calm exterior, he's always thinking, always planning. 5. They have a long memory. You know the phrase, forgive and forget? For a Sigma, it's more like, forgive but don't forget. They might forgive people who've wronged them, but they don't forget. They keep track of how people treat them, both the good and the bad. This helps them know who they can trust and who they should watch out for. If you cross a Sigma, he might not show that he's upset right away. He might even act like everything's fine. But don't be fooled. He's just adding it to his mental list. Sigmas remember everything, and they'll use that information when the time is right. It might not be tomorrow, it might not even be next week, but eventually, that stored-up knowledge will come into play. And when it does, it's not going to be pretty. 6. They lead with logic. Most people, when they get angry, let their emotions take over. They might yell, make rash decisions, or say things they don't mean. But Sigma males are different. When they're upset, they don't act on emotion, they act on logic. They break down the situation in their mind, analyzing it like a puzzle and figuring out the best, most logical course of action. This logical approach makes them incredibly hard to beat in any confrontation. While others are caught up in their feelings, the Sigma male is calmly figuring out the most effective solution. He doesn't let anger or frustration cloud his judgment. And even though he might let things go if it's the most logical choice, don't think for a second that he's backing down. If standing his ground is the right move, he'll do it methodically, dismantling your arguments and exposing your flaws one by one. So there you have it. 6 reasons why you should never cross a Sigma male. They're unpredictable, determined, patient, strategic, they never forget, and they always lead with logic. These men are not to be underestimated, and crossing them can lead to consequences you never saw coming. Thanks for watching Alpha Man Cave. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join our growing community. Also, let me know in the comments if you've ever encountered a Sigma male or if you think you might be one yourself. See you in the next video.